Okay guys, this is where we last stopped. This is our project. We've added the two outer pages, which is the home page and the index page, and of course the index page contains pages that require no authentication, and the home page has pages that require some sort of authentication, as demonstrated in this Word document. And what we've also done is that we've put all of these pages, both those that require authentication and not, under a folder called pages. So all of these pages are here. So I'm just going through what we did yesterday. And this is where, when you execute your program, where it is. So let me just run it again. Automatically should take us. Okay, I just need to again do an ionic serve. Do it again. Now, while we're still waiting for this, what we want to do from here now is, on the welcome page, is do something similar to this. So I can just demonstrate to you what is there exactly that we are looking for. I'm going to go to the slides component so you can see. Now what we want to do is, whenever anybody opens up our application, is that they see this in their first page. So instead of going straight to login or going to the sign up page, this is more user friendly and more welcoming. So what we'll do is we'll create some more components which will enable us to create these 3 slides, as you can see demonstrated here. Fortunately, with Ionic, all of this code has been created for us. It's just a matter of copying it and pasting it to our application, which will demonstrate how it is done. But of course, we need to be able to create these components which will enable us to have this. So let me go to my project first, and I'm going to create a folder which will have these components. Go back here. I'm going to call the folder components. And of course, this is how it looks. Just go to the page so you can see again what we did, all the tabs that we have added here below. But now what are we looking for is that when the user goes to the program, instead of displaying the welcome page, display a slide, and then from the slide we're able to go to the login and the so what we'll do on the first slide is basically welcome that member or that person using our application, and just briefly give an explanation of what the application is about, what is the company about, and the start button or log button, and the sign up menu here. So after we've added this folder, I'm going to create a module file here, a component and Ionic module file. Components, which is the same name as the folder. So I want to create these components. So here's a component created here. So now we're not adding pages, but we're adding components. So what I'll do is, again, I'm going to add the welcome component, a slide component, the start component, as well as the logo component. So just copy this. These components, I'm going to create them within the folder components. Here's the component created. Let's create another one. It's called a logo. Let's create another one, which is called start. So I have these components created here. I made a mistake here. Just redo this. I added module instead of the actual component. So So here's my components. So the first thing I'll do is I'm gonna add these components to the module components. I'm gonna add them here, declare them and export them. So I export them so that they can be used outside the components folder. I will demonstrate later how is that done. So let me go to the module at the start module. Just means I need to import these modules also here. Now I'm going to export. Copy them. Now, since I've exported them, declared them, exported them, so they are within the components folder. So if I want to use all of these three components, I don't need to import all of them. By accessing this component module, in whenever page I want to use it, I'll just export and import this component module. Automatically I will access to all the other three components because I've exported them here for it to be used externally. So I want to go to, because I'm going to add this slide on the welcome page, I'm going to add the component module on the welcome page. Automatically it is imported there. Here is it. So now I need to go to my slides and add my slides here. So I'm gonna go here and copy the HTML code for slides. So let me call it, let's leave it this for now so we can see how it looks. What I need to do now is on my welcome page, this is what is available at this point in time, but what I want on my welcome page, what I want to appear is, I don't need the heading anymore, is the slides. So slides, I need to add the tag app slides. That's the selector tag. Go to my